Hello students, there is no shortcut to any path which is worth going. Anything in life that can be achieved is by the dint of hard work. It is the hard work by the dint of which you can carve a right niche for yourself. So with this, let us move on to, in this class of ours, we are going to study how the zeros of a polynomial are related with the constant term and the coefficients of it. So let us take a quadratic polynomial. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. And for example, let me take x square minus 3x minus 4. Now if I want to factorize it, I can do x square minus 4x plus x minus 4. This is splitting the middle term. The middle term has to be divided into two parts in such a way that when you plus part 1 and part 2, P1 plus P2, if these are the parts, P1 plus P2 should be equal to the middle term, and P1 into P2 should be product of T1 and T3. This is term 1, term 2, term 3. Term 2 should be, T2 should be P1 plus P2, and P1 into P2 should be T1 into T3. So this has been taught to you since class 6 or so. X minus 4, if you take 1 as common, x minus 4, so this becomes x minus 4 and this becomes x plus 1. Now look here, if I write x square minus 3x minus 4, or if I write this is one and same, because these are two factors, when I multiply I get the polynomial. Now suppose I want to get onto the zeros of this polynomial. So it has been already told to you that whenever you want to find out zero of a polynomial, find out that value of the variable which when is substituted into the given polynomial, the polynomial is reduced to 0. Now we want to find out some value of x such that this polynomial becomes 0. Looking at this, it may be difficult a bit, but looking at this, it is very simple, and this are just same. So if this is 0, this has to be 0. Now for making this the whole thing 0, if you take x as 4, 4 minus 4 is 0, 0 into x plus 1 is 0. Or if you take x as minus 1, you can see that minus 1 plus 1 is 0 and 0 into x minus 4 is 0. So for this polynomial to be 0, this can be 0. And for any one of them, for these to be 0, either this can be 0 or this can be 0. When this is 0, x is 4. When that is 0, x is minus 1. So now this was the polynomial, and if you want to find out the zeros, what you do is factorize this, and each factor, let us say x minus 4, if I put equal to 0, I get x is equal to 4, so this is one of the 0. And another factor when is equated x plus 1, if I equate with 0, x is equal to minus 1. So I have seen now that x is equal to minus 1 is one of the 0, x is equal to 4 is another 0, and these are the zeros. Now if you have a polynomial, by making its factor and then equating integer factor equal to 0, you can go to its zeros. You have a polynomial, factorize it and put the factors equal to 0. As many factors are there, put them equal to 0, and those many zeros you will be having. Now what if you have zeros and you want to go back to the polynomial? So for that we will start now from here. See, if I am told that x is equal to minus 1 is one of the 0, and plus 4 is another 0. Then see, from there we have seen and we can recollect it. If x is equal to minus 1 is 0, undoubtedly x plus 1 is a factor. X plus 1 is a factor. This is x minus the 0. To get factor, you have to do x minus the 0. And to get another factor, you have to put x minus another 0. So x minus 4 is one of the 0, and x minus 1, that is x plus 1 is another factor. So if you are given with the zeros of a polynomial, subtract from the variable, and x minus the 0 is one of the factor, x minus another 0 is another factor, and when you multiply both the factors, you get back to the polynomial. So now if I multiply x plus 1 and x minus 4, this will come out to be x square minus 3x minus 4. So when I was given with the zeros, I reached the polynomial. When I was given polynomial, I reached the factors. If you are given a polynomial, factorize it, put integer factors equal to 0. From there you will get the equal to 0, and then you will get the zeros of the polynomial. and if you are given the zeros, subtract zeros from the polynomial. Sorry, subtract zeros from the variable, then you will get the zeros, then you will get the factors. Subtract zeros from the variable, you will get the factors, multiply all the factors and you will get the polynomial. So this is how we can go from a polynomial to find its zeros, and if we are given zeros, we can find out the polynomial. Now we will see how these zeros and constants and coefficients are related. So again I will write x square minus 3x minus 4. Now I factorize, I know it, x square minus 4x plus x minus 4. So I will get x minus 4 plus 1, x minus 4 plus 1, and now x minus 4, and it is x plus 1. So its zeros are x is equal to 4 and another 0 is x is equal to minus 1. Let me say this is alpha and let me say this is beta. So if I want to find out alpha plus beta, that will be 4 plus minus 1, 4 plus minus 1. 4 plus minus 1, this is 1 0, this is another 0, so sum of the zeros here is alpha plus beta, that is undoubtedly 3, so alpha plus beta is 3, and this is nothing but minus b upon a, and here b is minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So if you want to find out sum of the zeros, you can do minus b upon a, which undoubtedly is nothing but minus coefficient of x and divided by coefficient of x square. That was the sum of the zeros. And if you want to find out the product of zeros, so you will write alpha into beta. Here one of the 0 is 4, another is minus 1. So you will get minus 4. That again is c upon a. Look, this is c. Let me write the standard form again. ax square plus bx plus c. So here c is minus 4, c is minus 4 and a is 1. So this is c upon a. So if you want to find out product of the zeros, that will be c upon a. That means nothing, constant term divided by coefficient of x square. C is the constant term and this is coefficient of x square. And if you want to find out the sum, that is nothing but minus coefficient of x and coefficient of x square divided by. So this is how the zeros of a polynomial are related with the constants and coefficients. Now we will also see this in terms, general terms, that we will see in the next class.